Welcome back. It's renowned as the best day of Victorian racing. Some even say it's like Christmas for racing fans. The Flemington Carnival kicks off tomorrow with the running of the Victoria Derby as well as two other Group 1s. Nick Butler is at Flemington with a very special guest.
Yes, Derby Eve from Flemington, and Kieran Maher has been good enough to join me. G'day, Kieran. What about this calm before the storm, isn't it?
Well, it's a bit like that, actually. It's a little bit ominous.
You've won pretty much everything in racing. Do you still get a bit edgy and nervy before these really big days?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Derby Day is arguably one of the best days racing in Australia, and we've got a live chance this year, so a little bit of nerves.
It's not dilly-dally. You've got the favourite, and your galloper looks very hard to beat. How confident are you in Observer?
Yeah, look, he's a cracking colt. He's done everything right. He was very impressive. He was very unlucky in the Guineas. He was very impressive last week at the Valley, and I think he's drawn perfect.
Empire Rose, the people's horse Jenny. Can she get out the front and thrill the crowd again?
I'm wrapped with her. I think she's come back from Sydney, and I just like the race shape. I think she should be able to do her own thing, and hopefully she does have a lot of followers, and I think she's in pretty good order, so she'll be out in front doing her thing, and hopefully she can run them ragged.
Finally, a look ahead to Tuesday. I know it's early, a lot of water to go under the bridge. Which of your stayers are you most bullish about?
Well, Middle Earth and Royal Supremacy are my two best chances. Royal Supremacy, he was super his last two. He won the Metropolitan, then he ran 5th in the Caulfield Cup. A little bit unlucky. So yeah, and if it does rain, he'll certainly enjoy that.
Kieran, go and have a feed and a good night's sleep, and all the best of luck in the Carnival.
Cheers, Nick. Thank you. There
we go. Kieran Maher, Derby Day tomorrow. Group 1s galore. Should be fantastic.
Thanks, Nick. Meanwhile, rival trainer Sam Freedman says Centaurus is primed for the Coolmore. It could equal a massive payday in the breeding barn if the colt can take out the high-stakes battle down the straight. And Freedman says there's no jockey he'd rather have on than Mark Zahra.
Zahra's, the best in the business, particularly this week. He's right in the zone. I'd rather have him on my side than have him running me down. So, he's got nerves of steel, which you need in a race like this. And I enjoy it, like when you're here on a Saturday and the crowd's full, everyone's screaming for you. It's a good feeling, I really enjoy it.
The Freedmans have mapped out the Star Sprinters' entire spring around this race.
Melbourne as Cup Week officially begins. From the favourites to the fashion, we've got Derby Day covered. Plus,
a special guest. Well, that's right, Tom, Alicia, because when you're talking about the Melbourne Cup Carnival, you might as well have the real deal, and that is the real deal, and we know that because it's worth how much?
$850,000?
$850,000. It is quite extraordinary, isn't it? And it is also quite unique. Here's a fun fact we found out. It's actually got an air tag in the bottom of it.
That's because I heard you were coming close to it.
Yeah. What are you suggesting? I'm about to knock it off?
Well, it's worth a bit.
What, I suppose I was at the Louvre 2 weeks ago, was it? But yeah, so it's got an air tag in there, and also the 3 handles makes it very unique. And we've also found out why it's got 3 handles.
Yeah. Tell me. I'm intrigued to know.
One for the trainer, one for the jockey, and one for the horse.
I reckon the horse would have a hard time trying to carry that.
It probably would. It probably would. But it really is a beautiful trophy, and it will be going out to somebody, of course, on Tuesday. And whoever does win it will have won it fair and square, that's for sure, because it's a very, very hard trophy to win. Almost as hard as trying to pick our weather.
Yeah, look, the forecast is pretty interesting for the week ahead, Tony. I would say in the week ahead there'll be enough rain in Melbourne to fill up that cup. We've got 30 millimetres expected on Monday and then 15 throughout the day on Tuesday. Maximums are also going to be in the teens both of those days. So there's definitely looking like being a soft track for the race to win this cup. But Derby Day is set to be a standout performer. Dry and mild conditions are forecast tomorrow. So pretty good in case you're thinking of bringing out the top hat, Tony.
No, we've been burn through that. I'm not doing that. But what about the soft track? You're quite the Francesca Camani, aren't you?
Oh, hardly. Not at all. I'm more fashion talk. We'll talk vests, we'll talk tails, top hats.
All right.
This is a mirror for me, so...
It is. It's a $150,000 mirror. Hey, also, guys, don't worry about Oasis, because earlier today I caught up with the big entertainment act for tomorrow, and that is Ice House. So we'll hear from Ivor Davies later in the news.
Looking forward to it. Good on you both. We'll see you shortly when Melbourne's
Who's up next? With Tony Jones, who is live from Flemington this evening.
Thanks, Alicia. Thank you, Tom. Hello again. And coming up after the break, well, just when you think everything is set, hold your horses, folks, because there's 3 internationals who need to pass a vet test tomorrow morning. But tomorrow afternoon, it's all about the Derby, and Mark Zara reckons his horse is the one to beat. 3 international horses will need to pass a vet examination tomorrow morning if they are to run here in the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. Now, those horses are Goody Two Shoes, Absurd and Flatten the Curb, all, as I say, internationals. Tomorrow, though, it's 3 Group 1 races here at Flemington, highlighted, of course, by the Derby. And if we're to believe Mark Zara, it's in the bag. Joel Kennedy reports.
A false start at Flemington today. Mid-interview with champion hoop Mark Zara, the rain hit.
Grab the mic, boys.
Take 2, and brimming with belief, Zara is more than happy to be taking the reins on Kieran Maher's Observer in tomorrow's Derby.
I think he's the best horse in the race by far.
Zara and the 3-year-old colt have a certain swagger. Last week's win at Moonee Valley raised plenty of eyebrows.
Ease it right down and win by 3/4 for an arrogant win.
I was very confident I was never going to lose that race. I was a mile in front, and he's not the biggest horse, Observer, and I definitely wanted to save something in the tank for tomorrow, the 2500.
Tomorrow, Zara will ride Observer from Barrier 4, chock full of confidence.
The main thing for me is just getting him to relax, but he doesn't have to get the whole part right because he's that much better than him. If he can just get it the first half right, I think that'll be enough. 9 races will get underway here at Flemington tomorrow, headlined by the Victorian Derby, Australia's oldest feature race, having been run since 1855. Zara will also ride another favourite. The Sam Freedman-trained 10 Tyrus is set to take to the track in the Coolmore Stakes.
I'd rather have him on my side than have him running me down. A colt like this walks in the barn, you've got to get the job done, and days like tomorrow are the reason you've got them.
Over the years, the Freedmans have made the Carnival their own. Without a Fight's Melbourne Cup win in 2023 is fresh in the memory for the family.
2 years ago, still, the greatest day I've had on a racetrack in the Melbourne Cup, and it's a bit of a whirlwind afterwards.
Joel Kennedy, 9 News.
Well, even during the Spring Carnival, footy's not too far away. In fact, AFL...
Hello again from Flemington, where the finishing touches are being made ahead of Derby Day. The city was under showery skies today. At Geelong, it's set to dip to 10 degrees overnight, and then it will go on to be a partly cloudy day, heading for 22 degrees with some light winds around. The city is also set to reach a top of 22 degrees from an overnight low of 13. The week ahead, a sunny morning on Sunday ahead of a windy top of 30 degrees. There is a chance of a thunderstorm from the late afternoon, and then saddle up for a wet week. We're looking at up to 30 millimetres of rain on Monday from the morning, dropping to 16 degrees. And then on Cup Day, a top of 18 with up to 15 millimetres of rain during the day. Then on Wednesday, 4 millimetres, a maximum of 18. For Oaks Day on Thursday, a shower or 2, a partly cloudy top of 20 degrees, and then 22 next Friday with up to 9 millimetres. So if you are heading to Flemington next week, my tip is to bring a jacket and an umbrella. But despite the wet conditions, I still bet on racegoers having a tremendous time out here, Alicia and Tom.
I like that form guide. Good stuff, Maddie. Thank you very much. And that is 9 News for this Friday. Deb Knight is next for the current affair.
We hope you have a wonderful weekend. For now, good night.